Hello and welcome to the World of Otium. This is episode 26, and as you can see, we're here someplace different. Now, I know I haven't been here in a while on the World of Otium, just a lot of stuff going on, but we are currently in the middle of a brand new province. Well, it's been going for a while, but this is the first time I've really been in here. Welcome to our new province of Khahar. Now, Khahar is based on, kind of a Middle Eastern theme. I'm sure, I hope at least that you've been watching the other Otium members as they've been playing along and doing all kinds of stuff in here. The walls were done by Wallace. Fantastic job. Over here we've got the army camp that was done by Mantis. She also did some mines over on this side. I think that building is part of the mines. In here we have the Grand Library, we have some housing, we have an observatory. I think Knight built that. That one was built by Mantis. I believe these were built by Iceland Queen. This, I believe, also was built by Wallace. Here, this Commerce building, I think is what it is. Over here we have the Grand Mosque that was built by a wandering nerd, and this is really cool because it's kind of got like a mirrored floor. And over here is the soup kitchen, which is part of it. And this is our area where we're going to be working, and well, we're going to be making slums. Yes, that's right, slums. Well, the lower end people have to have a place to live as well. So we're going to be doing that over here, and I'm thinking, we're just going to be making these kind of messy looking houses. They're not going to be as beautiful as the rest of this is because, well, they're slums. And then I'm hoping that somebody will pick it up, but if not, we'll do it at some other point. This will be an area where there'll be like an open air market maybe, and like a fountain, not like the grand fountain in the center, but like a smaller fountain that people would gather their water for that they use on a daily basis, or wash their clothes, or whatever it is that they do. So, as you can see, the majority of our palette here is sandstone. This looks like, I think that's dark oak, probably, and I know that there's some jungle wood and stuff like that in here. I've gathered most of the supplies. I'm probably going to need to get more because, well, as you can see, this is tons and tons and tons of sandstone. So I've got a couple of shulker boxes full of sandstone here. Another one that's got a bunch of carpet and some regular sand in there. And then I've got a bunch of different types of wood for things that we're going to be doing. So I have absolutely no formal plans for this area. I have not created a design. I am just merely going to be winging this. So let me take out this netherrack that's here, and I'll be right back with you in just a moment. Alright, so what I'm thinking is we're just going to kind of come out a little bit from the walls. We don't need to be right up against them. Maybe like, let's see, we're 1, 2, 3 from that way. 1, 2, let's start over here, about 3 by 3 away from the walls. And we're just going to make a bunch of squares on the ground right now. Kind of lay out the outline. And maybe these will have like a common wall on them. But we'll see. Because I'm thinking these buildings are going to be all different shapes. They're going to be kind of adjacent to each other, kind of squashed together, kind of like buildings in a large city like New York or Chicago or something like that. Let's see, 2, 3, 4. Make them a little wider than that. Just give us a little bit of room inside. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll make it one more. Like that. Okay. Maybe this will be like this. And like that. Alright, so let's spread this out a little bit more. Maybe give them a gap here of 3 in between. The alleyways really should be kind of narrow. I didn't want them too narrow though. We got all this lighting out here right now, and I guess I can move it and work around it. Might drive somebody crazy since it's all symmetrical. But let me go out and lay out the bases of this, and I'll be right back with you as soon as I'm ready. Alright, so I've got several buildings kind of laid out here, and you can see they're varying sizes. Some of them are touching each other, different shapes, small, mostly small, because again, these are slums. These are places where people without a lot of money would live. The very poor people of Khahar. So let's see about building up 1 or 2 of these and see how we can do here. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to just kind of build across. Now I'm just going to be building everything out of the sandstone to start off with, and then we will swap out blocks to make them look a little different, dirty it up, so to speak. Because, well, let's face it, the houses wouldn't be that clean. So, let me just kind of build this up, and then we'll pop some windows in it maybe, add a second floor. Let's see what we got going here in just a moment. Okay, get some more sandstone there. Okay, there's the first floor. We got 1 door there. I think I'll put another door in here. So 2 different type of apartments here. I'm going to... Did I bring a... I do have a crafting bench with me. Let's go ahead and put that down here. Let's see. The wood was here. I'm going to get some... We need jungle wood. Grab some of that, make some planks, and then let me go ahead and turn that into some slabs. Get me started at least. And I know these might be a little short inside, but again, we're dealing with housing for the poor. Alright, so there's 1 ceiling there. Ceiling on that one. Alright, and then maybe they would have, let's see, let's put a window here, double wide one there. Going to the other apartment here, and we're going to put window there, one there. Problem with sandstone, I've got this, what is this, Unbreaking 3 Mending Silk Touch Efficiency 5 pick that is just crazy when it comes to the sandstone. So you can see it just goes through it like butter. So you can get a couple more. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. That. And like that. Give them a couple of windows. Sleep. It's not nighttime. Not dark enough yet. Okay, is that? We got jungle wood, oak wood, spruce. I got some spruce fences. Alright, there we go. Now we can sleep. Just got to keep an eye out because, of course, it's the desert and creepers spawn like mad out here for some reason. I'm going to check this real quick. Is this dark oak? Where's that spruce? It's got to be spruce because I didn't pick up any dark oak, so we are good. Alright. I'm just going to kind of do this type of window here. Let's go around and do this. And there we go. So there's a basic small hovel. So let me see what we can do about adding a second floor and a way to get up to it, because you wouldn't have stairs per se. So let me see. I'm just kind of peeling my way up real quick. What I'm thinking is maybe we've got more along the lines like this, where you kind of got a little bit of a patio there. That one. Maybe a small house there. This. Alright, like that, and then let's see, I've got more slabs, and let's just slab the top, just kind of like we did with the other one. There we go. Almost done. Pick that off there, and then maybe we do something. Let's see if I can get down from here without killing myself. Got some ladders in here. This. One there. There. Let's go ahead and put our doorway in here. Should light these up so we don't get mobs spawning in here. I was thinking what we need. Let me check this real quick. Okay, that's good. Yeah, let's do that. Let me see. Over here, I'm going to turn some of these into slabs as well. Let's give it a little bit of an overhang here. Yeah, that's not too bad. way they can kind of get up here, and they can come into this house or walk over here and get to this house. Alright, so let me light this one up, and then we'll get some windows in. Let's see, put one here. Let's check that real quick. Yeah, looks good. There, and there. Alright, now I got to think about the top part of this. So what I'm thinking we're going to do is we're going to put another set of ladders here and here. Because what happened a lot of times is people actually slept on the roof of their houses because it was much cooler than sleeping indoors. Because, you know, the deserts are actually very cold at night. So they would have some type of a sleeping area up here. So let me think about this for a moment, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, let's try something similar to what we're doing on the walls here. Now these look like they're half slabs on top of that, but what I want to try, let's see if we can do this with some sandstone stairs. And also I took off that front row of half slabs that was here. It just kind of looked strange to me, and I moved the ladder over this way so I could get this to kind of line up. So actually let me do this. Let me get those out of the way. Let's, on the corners I'm going to use full sandstone like this. Maybe like that. See if this comes out right all the way around. It should, because I did these all in odd numbers. So let's see that, and of course it's not going to line up here because we pushed this back one. Let's see. Try it like this, maybe. Yeah, because this side now is even and that side's odd. So, okay, that's not going to look right. So let me see what I can do here. Maybe if we, yeah, because that's actually still has to be there because of the ladder here, unless we move the ladder. Someplace like here. Think about this for a second. That. Yeah, it's off on this side because of the fact that we went back one. Alright, let me sleep real quick. I think I'm going to move this wall out just a little bit, and we'll figure out what we need to do. I'll be right back with you. Alright, so I moved that forward one, so now we have the correct amount to kind of give that design around there. Now, did I? Yeah, I did. Okay, so let's go ahead and take some slabs, and let's just kind of put them in between, like this. Alright, and there, so can we still get up the ladder this way? Yes. Okay, so there's the rooftop. Now there's really nothing I can do about this part here because that's the dividing wall inside. But let's come up with an idea here for sleeping arrangements. And also, these people really wouldn't have doors on their houses either. So the idea I have here, and of course I don't have any wool. I have to go get some wool. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some banners, and we're just going to kind of put banners here on the ground. There's nothing to hang them on, unfortunately. So they'd be like a cloth flap and blocking the doorway, so that you know, gives you a little bit of privacy in your house. But you know, again, these houses aren't that private to begin with, but you know, it is what it is. So let me go ahead and put these in there. Turn that back off. And then the last thing I want to do is let me come in here and I'm going to go ahead and pull up the flooring, and we're just going to go ahead and put down jungle wood slabs on the floor. So let me do that and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so let's come in here and let's put down like a couple of like mats on the floor where people would sleep, like there and there. And they're not always going to sleep outside. It does rain in the desert on occasion, but this would also give them some place to sit when they eat. You don't really have much of an area to cook anything, but okay, and this might be for, you know, a larger family. Let's use red and everything else. Let's see. I'll put some yellow, 2 yellow ones, a green one. Alright. Maybe a blue one over here in the corner somebody sleeps on. Come up to the roof here, and then we would put down a couple more of them up here. Maybe someone will sleep this way. Alright, now you get the idea. I mean, they're just kind of someplace where somebody could lay down in the evening in the cool breeze and keep cool out in the desert. So that's about it for what we have for interior decorations. So I think what we need to do is now we need to kind of rough this up a little bit. Now, we don't have an awful lot of choices when it comes to sandstone. We could, you know, of course, put some sand in there. We could do, let's see what I've got here. So we've got sandstone. I can do some smooth sandstone. Okay, we can also take some of this. I think you can do like that. That gives you chiseled sandstone. Just got the creeper face on it. Okay, let's see what we can kind of do here. Let's see. Maybe get some of this carpeting out of the way. Yeah. Let's see, so I got smooth sandstone, sandstone stairs, sand, chiseled sandstone. So if we do, you know, maybe this. This, you kind of get the idea. I'm just going to kind of come through here. I, of course, can't put sand up there, but we could, you know, do the smooth sandstone or the chiseled sandstone. Maybe that would kind of look cool over the doorway. But let me, yeah, hang on a second. Try this. Put a stair like this, like there's a piece of the building missing. See if it works this way. Put a stair in here. We've got a hole in the wall. Alright, so let me go ahead and come through here and kind of rough this one up a little bit, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, we have our first house in the slums done, so let's take a look at this. There it is. The only thing I got really left to do is to put the the flaps in the door if I can, if they look decent. But you know, we kind of went around here. I could probably do a little bit more on this side here. We didn't do too much, but you get the idea of what we're doing. You know, we got a house that is, you know, somewhere where somebody lives. It might not be the greatest thing in the world or the prettiest house, but you know, it's a roof over your head, and it's where someone would live anyways that couldn't afford it. So we've got 4 rooms, 2 on each floor, plus the upper roof area where people can sleep. And that's pretty much it. So we still got several more to do. You can see I've got like 6 more laid out here. We could probably push more in that direction, unless somebody might be planning a build in here. So I don't know. I don't want to take up too much of this. And again, I would kind of like that area over there to be set up for some type of an open air market, and maybe some type of a place where people could get water or wash their clothes and things like that. Okay, well that's it for this episode. Next episode we'll do some more in here, and we'll see what we can get done with the other houses that we're going to be doing. And if you have any ideas, please feel free to leave me a comment below and tell me what you think we need to do to make this look any better. Again, these are slums. They're not supposed to be pretty. They're just supposed to be functional. So, until next time, this is Desert Rat. Have a good one. Goodbye.